up, guys? I'm here with David Dastmalchian, who's known for Polka Dot Man, Suicide Squad. David, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. Very excited to be at New York Comic Con, getting to talk about the new books that I've got coming out. I'm very happy. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. And speaking of books, I believe you just released a graphic novel called Through,
Yes.
a book I needed to write. Tell me about it.
So Through, just been released by Z2 Publishing, is a book about a young woman who goes on a journey through the eye of a needle, much in the way that Alice goes through the looking glass into a fantastic realm. So does my hero, and discovers that the entire world that's been constructed within this world through is a reflection of her own internal demons and monsters. And the adventure that she goes on is very challenging. Writing this was one of the most challenging things I've ever done, but I'm so proud of this book.
Awesome, man. Now, you played a role both in Marvel and DC. Marvel, I believe, Ant-Man and the Wasp as Kurt, and DC Suicide Squad as Polka Dot Man. How does it feel stepping into these iconic worlds? How do you approach them?
I approach every role the same way that I approach all of my writing and storytelling. I try to find the emotional baseline, the soul of the story, the characters. And I also like to think about the way in which the world around them has shaped them. What do they move and look like? Um, what do they respond to the world with? How do they fight? How do they cry? All of those little details. Yeah.
Nice. So I recently read via an article via the Direct that you want to play Morbius in the MCU. What about Morbius interests you?
Well, I am a vampire, so I think playing a living vampire would be a really good role for me. But I honestly, there's so many roles I would love to play in the MCU, in the DCU, in the
Hmm.
Dark Horse U, in the Image U, you name it. I love comic books, and I love when they're adapted into movies, especially by talented filmmakers. So, yeah.
Awesome. This one might be a tough one for you. So over your career, you've worked with directors like James Gunn, Denis Villeneuve, and Christopher Nolan. But if all three directors came at you at a movie idea pitch, which one would you jump to first?
Oh, I don't know. It always depends on the movie. I love all of them equally and for different reasons. Yeah.
Now you play a role in all these comic book movies like Ant-Man, The Dark Knight, Suicide Squad, etc. What drew you into this comics genre, and why? And what about you like fits these roles a
Well,
lot?
I've been collecting comic books since I was in third grade.
Wow.
And so now that I am working in film, television publishing, I've started my own company called Good Fiend Films. And
Hmm.
we also don't just do films. We did co-produce Late Night with the Devil. We're doing a
Yeah.
special with the Boulay brothers for the holidays for Shudder, but also in publishing. And I'm always drawn to stories that really challenge and wrestle with big questions, which is something I'm trying to do with my new book, Through, the
Hmm.
one that is just come out from Z2. I also have Knights versus Samurai from Image Comics, which I'm really proud of, and it's just an opportunity through the world of comics to take audiences and readers on these adventures with you,
Hmm.
where you're not limited by film or TV budgets. With a comic book, the sky's the limit. You can tell your artist, like example in my book Through, my hero character Alex, she falls into a realm that has been built in this other like magical realm for her specifically, and its possibilities of what it could look and feel like are limitless. The monsters in there,
Hmm.
possibilities are limitless. Same with Knights versus Samurai. I've got you know thousands of miles in history with dragons and witches and oni and knights and samurai doing battle. And the only limit was my artist's ability to fill the page.
Hmm.
And he did such an incredible job. I'm so lucky. I'm constantly surrounded by these amazing artists.
So in the future, if you had the choice to work with one member from the Marvel or DC universe in a whole different project other than comic movies, which one would it be?
Oh, like character?
Yeah, if one specific actor like in Marvel or DC,
An
but
actor?
yes, from either worlds, but in a non-comic book movie, which one would it be?
Oh, gosh. I would love to work with Robert Downey Jr. again. We got to
Ooh,
do Oppenheimer together, and I'm
yes,
such a
yes,
fan of his. I would love to do something with him.
great movie.
Yeah.
If you could pick one director to work with the rest of your career, who would it be and why?
Oh, I wouldn't There's so many great directors out there. I would love to work with them. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd limit myself like that.
Give you one, your favorite.
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. Next question.
What advice do you have for younger people looking to get into acting like you? Advice.
I don't. Just believe in yourself. I don't think it's just like if you want to be a comic book writer, if you want to be a yeah artist, do what you love.
Mhm.
Don't do it for the money. That's for sure. Do it because you love it, and if you love it, keep doing it and keep learning and try and be the best that you possibly can at it. That's it. Yeah, that's the best I can. That's
Well,
the best I can offer.
well,
Yeah.
David, thank you for your time. It's been a huge pleasure. And I'm myself a huge fan of your work.
Oh,
Thank you
thanks.
for your time
Thank
again.
you so much.